got hot and the screw holes melted and came out of the chimney, so I had to re-extract it up there. But yeah, I think I'm overheating that one I got on 75 meters.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And you got up on the roof again. Holy moly, man. Did you have a safety net or a spotter this time?
Well, I had a spotter, but I got my harness. I got a full-fledged climbing harness. Wrapped around your nuts and everything else. I got a full-fledged harness, and I told Lisa, I said, the next time I get up there, what we're going to do is we're going to put a rope around the chimney and then have her hold that taut. Right, that'll take up all the weight. She won't be holding my leg if I fall. But yeah, I'm going to clip in the next time. I did not clip in the last time when I was up there. I figured, all right, I'm just going to jump out, and it was the same place, Gary, the same place as I was when I fell. Exactly the same place. And yeah, it was a little hairy. It made me think, that's for damn sure. But yeah, next time I do it, there's going to be a rope and a lanyard and the whole harness.
Alrighty, brother. That sounds good, man. Sounds good. You know, you can always give me a holler if you need a hand, you know? I'm not too far away. I'm, 35, 40 minutes away.
Yeah, I might use you actually if you don't mind, because I need to get my mast back up. So if I buy that rotatable dipole, which I actually might do that. If I buy that, my mast is snapped off, so I need to cut it and then reinsert it. So I won't be quite so high. But that might be a little heavy for me. What I want to do is take my UHF, VHF beam down. It's, was it 5 elements, 5 and 5? I don't need that anymore, so I'm going to take that down and somebody can have that. But I need to get my mast back up. And then, if that's the case, I'll do the rotatable dipole at the same time.
Oh, so you're pulling down your 2-meter beam?
But it's already down. It's actually laying on by the fence. It snapped off in the last hurricane when I was in the house. So, yeah, I need to put that back up. Like, we just cut it off and then reinsert it, cut off the bent part and reinsert it, so it'll be fine. But, yeah, I don't need that beam anymore. And I don't do a lot of 2-meter for 70 centimeters, so, yeah, I'm just going to take that off and then put that big-ass rotatable dipole on that tenor tuner that I have, tenor rotator alliance. That should turn it, so yeah, it'll be kind of neat.
Yeah, cool deal, man. Cool deal. Well, I might be interested in that 2-meter beam. That would be cool.
All right, well, that's yours. We'll figure that date. I'm going to think about this some more. I might go ahead and buy that antenna tonight. I don't know. But if I do, then we'll set it up, a couple weeks down the road here or something. And maybe cut that. I got the die grinders and everything we need. You just whack it off and then reinsert it back into itself. It's a 40-foot telescopic mast. So we just need to cut off the bent part and reinsert it. So that's the problem I'll have to be lifting it. But when we do it, we'll just take the beam off, put the rotatable dipole on it, and set it up.
Cool deal. Sounds good, man. Yep, I'll come over and give you a hand. Just let me know when, man, and we'll get her done. Tom, you got my number. Give me a call, too.
I'll think about this a little bit more, and maybe I'll pull the trigger on that. We'll see. I got to talk to my buddy about something, but yeah. That'd be neat. Like I said, it's pretty long. I think it's 36 foot. So, yeah, it's, rotatable dipole, so you get more directionality. So it's, what is it? 5 PCG, so 2.5 or something. I forgot now. I will be right. But, yeah, it might be a neat way to go until you know with the big Mosleys, that are super expensive.
Yeah, like the one that Hank's got now. Yeah, that thing is huge. Yeah, it ain't cheap, that's for damn sure.
Oh, good Lord. Hey, that's,
yeah, I think it's holy moly. I'm going to have to drive over there and check it out. Hey, Tom, if you need help with that, give me a call. I'm available too.
Hey, Brian. Cool beans. Yeah, that'd be nice. You know, six guys over here and have some barbecue and steaks and some beers and yeah, very, very cool. Hey, Carrie, that hi, Brian. Carrie, that antenna, what I'm looking at is 37 feet.
Woo, that's a good size one. Where are you getting it from?
GX Engineering. I'll send you a picture. I think I got a picture of it. I'll send it over to you.
All right, cool. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. So, like I said, man, we're shooting for Mongos in about 3 weeks. So, let me look at the calendar here. Looking at doing Mongo's house around the 7th, of September. So, Saturday before or any other weekend, that's cool. SWR with it laying sideways. Oh, wow, that's loud, man.
Now, see if I can send you another picture. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I got the one you sent me for the new dipole.
God, I got too damn many pictures.
Oh, so this one's only for 40 meters, huh?
Yep, and 40. Yep, 40 meter only, yep. You can buy it, like I said, you can buy it for 20, 30, 40, 75, but I just want it for 40. It's pretty much where I stay anyway.
Gotcha. That son of a bitch is not cheap.
Yeah, but it's not all that expensive either. Really not. Carrie, I'll send you another picture now. That's what what we will be working with. That's when I got home after the hurricane. And let me see if this thing sends. There it goes. But that's what we're working with. And that's where the antenna is, and the beam still works. Like I said, 1.22 SWR.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep, 1.8 SWR on the omnidirectional vertical.
Yeah, that's definitely a little compromise there, so that's amazing.
Yeah, I can hit Sarnet over St. Lucie and just do it. And of course, I can hit my local repeater, but yeah, I can hit 40 miles away with it laying on the ground.
That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But I guess that's a testament to how good it works, huh?
I reckon. Like I said, I'm on it now. Make sure I'm on it. Yeah. That reading. I'm on it now. 1.2 SWR. That was going through to the Sarnet side. So there you go. 37 watts.
Crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, I just got Mongo's new HD programmed up. He got one of the B-Techs HDs. Yeah, they're the ones that do the DMR, kind of like the Anytone. So I got that programmed up for him today, and I got to drop it off over to his house. And yeah, I was hitting some good repeaters in my backyard with that radio, 15, 20 miles away on the stock antenna. And the stock antennas suck ass, you know that. So when I put my other, Nagoya 771 on there, man, it was really good. So yeah, he's got another HT now he can do DMR and stuff on.
Yeah, cool beans. Yeah, I can hit Stewart in my backyard with my Bofang with the Nagoya 771. Can't hit it with the rubber ducky, but with Nagoya I can hit it in the backyard. I can't hit it from inside the house. But mine's 8 watts, and on the meter it shows 7. But yeah, I can hit that one 40 miles away in the backyard.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I picked up cheapy, the new Baofeng UV32. That's the big one that looks like the Motorola APX, and it's got 10 watts. But when I put it on the power and I put it on the meter to test it out, it was doing 8.9, which is good, almost 9 watts. And with the stock antenna, man, I was hitting repeaters in Martin County in the Jupiter GMRS repeater in my backyard, so that was crazy.
Yeah, I forgot what mine was, but it's supposed to be the 8-watt version, and yeah, I put it on the meter, and it was 6, 9, 7, depending on the frequency. Maybe if you change frequencies, it would find it's complete 8 watts, but yeah, I wasn't concerned. It's 7 watts for a handheld. That's not bad, and the battery life on that damn thing, I got the extended battery and all that shit too, but battery life on that damn Bofang is crazy.
Yeah, this UV32, the new one, it's got a drop-in cradle, or it's USB-C charging. And yeah, the battery's lasting really good. And you can program 1,000 frequencies in it. You got 10 banks of 100 frequencies each, man. So I've got a GMRS bank, 2 meter, 77 meter bank, and I've got SARnet and the Marine bands in there as well. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. And it cost me a whopping $37.
Well, there goes your retirement. Yeah, some of the guys are going to these kid radios. I don't know anything about them, but they're supposed to be super fantastic handhelds. Kid radio, I believe. I don't have anything to do with them, but like I said, I know a couple of guys that have got them and like freaked out. They love them. They think they're great radios. But yeah, I'm a big fan of my little Bofang. I got 2 of them. Melissa's got a UV5R, and then I got the UV8XT or whatever the hell it is. But yeah, I like those little radios, man. And they work really well. I mean, I've dropped mine several times, and haven't broke it yet.
Yeah, cool deal. Check out the UV32. I like it because it's bigger. It's got the larger keys, and it's got the bigger display, so it's not hard to see. I can actually look and read what it says without putting my freaking glasses on, which is really cool. And it's got the same form factor as that, $5,000 Motorola APX radio.
Oh, this is a UV32?
Yep, UV32, and they make a DM32, which does 2 meter, 77 meter, and DMR as well, if you want to do DMR. That's a little more money. It's like 90 something bucks, 94 bucks or something. But yeah, the UV32, man, that's what I've got. I've also had the DM32, and I've been playing with it, but the CPS to program it is a real pain in the ass. But I've already got other DMR radios, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, the UV32, man, I recommend it. It's a really cool radio.
Yeah, AM, FM, UHF, VHF, 10 watt, GPS.
Yep, and it's got GPS and APRS, which is really cool. And it works.
Oh, that's a big boy, that's for sure. They got it for $76. That's two-way radio.us. But I haven't done a lot of deep diving on it. They got it for 76 bucks. Low-fang, UV32, multi-band, AM, FM, UHF, VHF, GPS, one-click frequency, long-range, Bluetooth. Yeah, looks like a pretty good guy. It is a big sucker.
Yeah, get it on the Amazon, dude. Amazon's got the best price on it, 37 bucks. And you have it in a day or two.
Yeah, that's cool. I really dig that. That's pretty cool.
And you program it with Chirp, so it's a piece of cake. And I got a good code plug for it, so if you need it, I'll email you over the code plug and you can put it right on in there.
Yeah. Does it go out of band? Does it go, is it opened up for MERS?
Yep, it'll do GMRS, it'll do MERS, and it even does marine band.
Ah, cool news. Yep, might look into that. I'll check it out on Amazon.
Yeah, like I said, I got 5 zones programmed in there now, and GMRS and the marine band is one of them.
Yeah. Somebody else was in there. I don't know who that was. Other station? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got a radio like that, but it isn't the UV32. Actually, I've got about 4 of them.
Well, you get all Motorola's, don't you, Frank?
Yeah, I get a bunch of APXs. Yeah, the APXs are really nice. I'd love to have one of those, but a little out of my price range, so the UV32 suffices. Yeah, it's very difficult to compare them to any other radio. They're just so much head and shoulders better. Yeah, maybe one of these days after I hit the lottery.
Yeah. I don't need another HT kit. Even though it's cool, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, I really don't need another HT. I got the one in the truck that I don't use anymore because I got the other radio in there, so yeah, I don't really need one, so I'm going to pass on that, but thanks radio.
Yeah, man. So I've got the other ones, the UV21s that I've got like almost 300 frequencies in, but you can't have banks on there. You just gotta, you got the dual lock, so you can do one on 2 meters, one on 77 meters. So that's what I like about the UV32, because you got banks. You can just hit a bank, and get where you need to be. You don't have to worry about memorizing nut channels or what,
Hey, Roger on that. Hey, Frank, I'm going to send you a picture. Let me know what you think of this idea. I just sent it over to you, so find your phone somewhere. But, let me know what you think of that idea.
Okay, let me drag up my phone.
Yeah, I didn't hear you had laying beside of you, but you have to dig it out of the pile of crap you got on the desk.
So you gotta query him about the rotatable dipole?
I am. I was going to ask Mike about it too, but I think he's mad at me. I was talking under him last night.
You were talking under him?
Yeah. He kept quit keying and doing normal things, and so I just had a conversation while he was trying to talk with Mark and somebody else. I forgot who it was, but he got mad at me. Now you're all talking under me, oh yeah.
Okay, I got you. So just double him.
Well, he was talking. I was having a conversation, and he was just rattling on. So I thought it was pretty funny, but evidently he didn't.
Well, it seems like an awful lot of money for just a dipole.
Yeah, but rotatable. That's what I was thinking. I have the rotor and I have the mask, and I have the thing I need. I'm going to take one antenna down, put that one up, but it'd be more directional, like 40 meters. So That's what I was thinking. Your thoughts, again?
Well, I'd have to ask the question, you know, who are you having trouble talking to? You can pretty much talk to everybody that you can hear, right?
I generally can, yeah. Not a problem. But I could probably clear up a lot of stuff, Massachusetts, up north. You know, probably clear up a lot of that. Even, you know, Arkansas and Detroit and all that stuff. So might help out just as much, you know?
Well, if you think you can get the darn thing really high, but I mean, you've got a good setup right now. You know, with the situation that you have, you've got an NFAD that goes out and then makes a turn. So it basically works in two planes. You know, you don't have to rotate it, and you can still hear everything. I mean, the disadvantage with a dipole is if you've got an area nulled out, you'll never hear that signal. What you've got right now may actually be better.
With the dipoles, if you had it facing north, right, on that setup, because there's no reflector, right, so if you had it facing north, you'd be getting north-south, right? If you had it facing, you know, southeast, right, you'd be getting north-west. Yeah, so it's, because there's no reflector, right?
Yeah, it'd be exactly like a dipole. You can just rotate it. But it's a shortened dipole, so it wouldn't give you, you know, the possibility is it may not give you the whole band. You've got to look at the bandwidth. You know, 40 meters is a wide band. And with a shortened antenna, you lose bandwidth as the antenna gets shorter.
Okay. We also thought that about your 20-gauge wire, right? We thought that was going to narrow the bandwidth, but it didn't.
No. The 20-gauge wire offers an advantage because the wire is so skinny. The RF wants to jump off of it. That's what I'm going to tell people, whether they care to believe it or not. It's total bullshit, and I like it.
Well, it works. We know that for sure. It's funny. But yeah, I was just thinking that. Like I said, I got a 5 and 5 beam up there now for UHF, VHF, and I got my vertical up there. So I need to reset my mast, and since I was going to do that anyway, I thought, well, I'm rotate up a dipole, because I don't use the UHF VH beam anymore. So I thought, just put that up there.
Well, what I could picture you doing, if you want to know the truth, is if you were going to go ahead and activate a rotor and, you know, tower sections and what have you, you know, put a tri-band antenna up above, and then put that below it, or that on top, and the tri-band antenna below it, and beat your brains out, and that would give you a whole lot of capability and some real directionality on possibly 15, 10, and 20.
Yeah, I don't want to spend all that money. I'm not going to do the Hank thing, that's for sure. I'd love to, but yeah, I don't have that money. I thought this was fairly economical, and I usually only talk on 40, so I thought it would be fun to play with.
You know the truth, I don't see any serious advantage to what you have right now.
Okay, good advice. Take that in under consideration. Thank you. And that's why I asked you, because you know what you're talking about.
Well, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I sound good while I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm really more of a, what's going on inside the box, inside the radio, inside the amplifier kind of guy, but I have some pretty good antenna theory too. You know, not as good as, let's say, Mark or some of the other guys here. But my personal opinion is, you know, and this is just what I've been seeing from the guys. I don't really think this would buy you anything spectacular.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm taking under consideration. You don't think that would add more directionality? Like if I was trying to talk to my buddy up there in Tennessee, Tom, you don't think that would add any more directionality than what I have already?
No, and the reason for it is really signal-to-noise ratio. 40 meters typically has a ton of noise. 80 meters has got more noise. 160 meters has got even more. And the problem is they've got to get over the noise in order to be heard. I mean, you can put as much antenna as you want up there, but if you don't have a signal-to-noise ratio, you're not going to hear them.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was able to talk to Tom in Western Tennessee out towards Memphis. Mobile, I could talk to him here, obviously, but I just wondered if I could pinpoint it a little bit better with that rotatable dipole and try to put my signal a little bit more to his way. Now, I don't know if I'll pick up any noise. I'm sure maybe I will. And I got my middle roof as a reflector. But, yeah, man, like I say, it's just something I've been thinking about.
Yeah, I think in order to buy you any serious advantage, you'd have to get the thing up in the air quite a ways. You know, he's further away, so NVIS isn't going to help you. An antenna close to the ground isn't going to help you. An antenna, let's say, a quarter wave up or a half wave up, where you've got maybe 15 degrees of takeoff angle, is going to assist you in being able to hear it. But if you raise the antenna that you have now a little bit higher, it may buy you for the signal-to-noise ratio in that environment. But realistically, I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference because 40 is just a noisy band. Hey guys, I'm going to go eat some chow. I'll be back in a bit. W4CFH.
Nice, Gary. Yeah, cool beans. Catch you when you get back. All right, yep, I'm only going to be 30 foot if I put that up. That'll only be 30 foot because I got to cut off a little bit of my mast. It's a 40-foot push-up, and I got to cut off some of that. So, yeah, it's probably only going to be 30 foot up off the metal roof.
I would have to guess that you'd have to be, between 50 and, let's say, 75 feet up in order for there to be a real significant difference.
Okie dokie. All right, yeah, we'll definitely take that under consideration. Like I said, just a thought. I have a couple of thoughts because, things are going okay right now. So, I had a couple of thoughts. I also thought about buying a Mercury Lux. Go figure, right? But, yeah, just a thought.
Well, I can't say anything bad about a Mercury Lux. A Mercury Lux is an excellent choice. That's a very, very good amp.
Yeah, but I really don't need it. Like I said, again, just a thought. I got the truck worked out really well, and it's doing fantastic. Thank you very much. And, I was thinking, maybe I could make an improvement over here somewhere. But this darn thing, it's old school crap, and it does really well.
Well, I think the AL572 is a workhorse. I wouldn't change it if I were you. I mean, you'd only be changing it in order to go ahead and reduce the amount of heat in the house. You're losing the filament supply, and that would cool things off a little bit. Would definitely help your electric bill a little bit. But realistically, you're fine the way you are. I mean, the only thing that you're going to do right now, short of putting your antenna much higher in the air, is get a better receiver. Something on the order of a DX10 or a 101D. The 101D is just one hell of a game changer with all the filters in it.
KD4TWS. Yeah, I'm a big fan of my FTDX 3000. Like I said, I've been running this for a while, and I've had the 10, I've had the 710, and I have the 710 in the truck. But yeah, nothing replaced my 3000. I love the receiver on this. I don't have any problem hearing anybody. I love the filtering. It's maybe not as great as the 101. I wouldn't mind having a 101. But at the same time, it works just fine. And the AL572. I mean, she works good now after Dave worked on it. So I had a little issue with it when I got it because it was glitchy. And he went through it and did all the grounding grids and all that neat shit. Fixed it all up. So it's been working really well.
If I were you, I wouldn't change a thing. I would bank the money that you're making towards retirement. That's what I would do if I were in your shoes.
Yeah, I think my retirement plan is going to be death.
You could be like me. You could be just too stupid to quit.
Yeah, my dad was. My dad worked for me when he was 81 and drove one of my trucks. And Until I couldn't insure him anymore. They said, I got a lawyer to look into it because I thought it was age discrimination. They said, no, what age discrimination? They'll give you insurance, but you can't afford it. And they were right. So, yeah, that was a problem. I had to retire Dad.
Yeah, that seems to happen in your early 80s with a CDL, and it seems to happen between 90 and 95 if you're driving a standard motor vehicle.
Yep, that's what happened. And Dad had all of his credentials, passed all of his physicals, did just fine, but had hazmat and then doubles and triples and all that neat stuff. He had the full boat. Yeah, I couldn't insure him anymore. It cost me as much to insure him as I was paying him per week. That's how bad it got.
Yeah, at a certain point she just kept to throw in the towel. I totally get it. I mean, he could be a unique specimen in his capability. Having reaction times and vision and what have you, like a much younger man. But insurance doesn't think that way. They think in terms of an age pool.
Yeah, hey Frank. Did you hear about the wreck out there on the turnpike? 170 mile marker, where a guy was making a U-turn. Did you hear about that?
No, that kind of crap happens all the time. When did this happen?
It was last week. It was Monday. The guy in a tractor trailer, by the way, with a towel on his head, made a U-turn on the Florida Turnpike, mile marker 170, and a minivan ran into him and killed 3 people. Turns out the guy was illegal, been in the country since 2018 illegally, and falsified CDL license he got in California. So they got him up on vehicular manslaughter now. That's only 3 counts. But if you look at the videos, I have the in-truck video, I have the out-of-truck video. If you look at it, the guy doesn't even flinch. I mean, he doesn't even, he was standing by the wreck when these dead people are in the car. And he's just standing there like nothing going on. Oh, boo-boo, oh, boo-boo. And, yeah, they got him on 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter. So, I hope he was in ICE detention, too. So, I hope they put him outside the fence at Alcatraz.
I was going to say, that's one of those people that the death penalty is just too good for them. They just stand them up and shoot them right next to the wreck.
Well, if you watch the videos, you can look it up if you want to, but if you watch the videos, the guy didn't even flinch. He's like, oh, look, they're just running in my trailer. Oh, they're dead. And he's standing there after the responders got there, and the guy's just standing there looking around at the traffic. Not even a care in the world.
Yeah, they could have been under the influence as well. You just don't know. You're not going to get all the detail. They're only going to tell you what the news wants to tell you. But that's sad.
Definitely sad for the people who lost their lives. They have them down here, too. If I find the video, I'll send it to you. Send it to you, Frank, if I can find it.
Yeah, I get a kick out of the ones that run the wrong way on the exit ramp here on 95. And they invariably take out a whole bunch of good innocent people as well.
Well, that had happened to me 3 times in 47 years. That had happened to me 3 times, and thank goodness. They missed me or I missed them, whatever. But yeah, recently here, about 2 years ago, over there by Ed's house, I had a guy coming the wrong way on 60, and tried to tell the guy behind me on the radio, hey man, hey, stop, there's a car coming. And I just moved over, and stopped. I seen him, but yeah, that could have been bad too.
Oh, it happens down here all the time. I mean, some of them are impaired, some of them are illegal. A great deal of them are illegal. And then we've got all the European tourists that come over and have no idea what they're doing. I think the worst ones are actually the European tourists, on account of because they feel entitled, like they're on vacation. They should be able to do whatever they want.